Welcome to another episode of Hoosier Nerds Podcast with your host Mikey and the two Chris's.
Why do you always rush through that?
What?
Why do you always rush through that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to do something different every time. Tim's not here.
Did you call him?
He's at work, right?
I don't know. You didn't try and call him?
I thought
Burger King, remember?
He was eating Burger King.
Yeah.
I'll try.
I didn't get that one.
No, it was in our Snapchat.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this right here, right now.
What?
Best fast food joints.
They all burned to hell. I don't even care because there's no such thing as a good fast food. Chick-fil-A.
Okay, if you could, your top three. Let's go right now because I want to know what's your top three. If you had to rank your top three fast food joints, what would they be?
Chick-fil-A. That's it.
That's it.
Everything else is Five Guys fast food?
No, because
Why? Because they don't have a drive-thru.
Yes.
I don't count them Steak and Shake or Culver's as fast food.
Culver's is fast food.
But then you'd have to count.
Yeah, I would say Culver's and Five Guys are basically the same thing.
Yeah, but Culver's has a drive-thru and Five Guys don't. So Culver's would be fast food.
Well, Steak and Shake would have a drive-thru too.
Right.
But they take 45 minutes to get something.
What up?
Hello.
Are you at work or busy?
No, I'm at home.
Okay, well, we're potting right now.
This very second.
This very second?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're ranking our top three fast food joints.
And why the Cowboys suck.
What do you mean?
They
Cowboys
won
beat
yesterday.
the Vikings without our
Hey.
quarterback.
They're going to bench Dak now and put this new guy in.
He's not a new guy. First of all, he's been there for like 4 years.
Who?
Their backup quarterback.
Who's their
Cooper
backup?
Rush.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush is a
Cooper
beast.
Rush, yeah.
He's always been a beast. He was a beast when he took over when he took over a couple of years ago or whatever.
Yeah, but they didn't trust him enough. They brought in the Red Rocket.
It's a good game.
Or they could put in Cedric Wilson. He has a cannon.
Cedric Wilson does have a cannon.
Oh, so top 3 fast food.
Tim, do you count Five Guys or Culver's or Steak and Shake as fast food?
There's no Culver's or Steak and Shake around here, and
Oh
Five
my
Guys
God.
is. I
He
mean,
doesn't have a white cat.
I don't know. I've only had Five Guys like a couple times.
I
So
don't.
it's
Do you
hard for me to,
do you still not have a Wendy's? I remember you guys didn't have a Wendy's for the longest time.
What, me? What? I've had a Wendy's forever.
I could
There's
have.
there's a Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's like half a mile from my house, and they're all like right next to each other in
They're
like
not-
a little plaza.
I'm thinking of somebody else we used to game with.
Pizza
Didn't have
Hut
Wendy's.
has a drive-thru too, and that's not fast food.
Well, you don't go through the drive-thru and order a pizza.
No,
Little
but-
Caesars.
My house does, or like
Yeah,
in
you
my
do.
area, I'm
It's-
pretty sure
it's
does
true.
not have a
I
drive-through.
mean, why would you though? It's always call ahead through the drive-thru.
Okay, let's
I'm
count
just
fast
saying, What about
food.
Subway? They have some have drive-thrus, some don't.
Subway is fast food though.
Subway's like on the line.
Subway's on the line with Chipotle.
If we're gonna count Subway, you gotta count
Chipotle is like a
McDonald's.
I would
you can't count
as like a
Chipotle.
restaurant.
Yeah,
That's
you
like a
can-
mall restaurant.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do Chipotle.
No, it's the recently gentrified restaurant.
That's like Charlie's steak sandwiches or whatever. You can't. That's not fast food either.
I've never had Charlie's. Oh, Charlie's.
No,
What's that new
Charlie's.
place?
Not Charlie's. That's
Oh.
a restaurant.
Charlie's Phillies.
Charlie's
Right
Phillies.
there by
Right there
Boulevard.
by.
You've had
Five
Charlie's.
Guys.
Oh, I don't like them. Every time I've ever gone there, they burn my food.
How can they burn your food?
It was burnt. It tastes burnt to me.
It was probably just all this. They clean off the flat top every time they use it. They wipe it down to keep it separated.
Maybe they don't like you and they burn it on purpose.
I don't know.
I've always had good. I've never had bad food.
Yeah,
at Charlie's.
it's always tasted.
It's always
I haven't had
really
it in a while,
good.
but
So, can we count Culver's?
I would say no.
Shame on you.
Because you sit down and then it takes a minute for them to bring your food out.
But you can order at the drive-thru and
But
drive
there's-
away and take it
there's
home.
always a line.
Like McDonald's. There's always a line at McDonald's.
Yeah, but at least at Culver's, the line is
There's a line out the ass at Chick-fil-A.
not
daily.
that line. That long ass line at Chick-fil-A is never actually that long. Let's be
No,
honest.
but still.
I think on average, it probably takes Culver's 10 minutes to go through the
So we're
line.
not including Culver's. Or Steak and Shake.
And Steak and Shake probably takes 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To get anything.
No Steak and Shake, no Culver's, and no Five Guys.
Five Guys, Five Guys it takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's not fast food.
Yeah.
But it's the same style as. Anyways.
Okay, so the top 3
Yeah, your top 3.
My top 3
fast food.
in order.
Any order.
Sure.
But in order if you want.
In any order, I would say Burger King, Taco Bell. Shut up, Chris. I can hear you in the background. I guess Subway if we're counting Subway, but if we're not counting Subway,
Yeah, you can count Subway.
alright, I'm counting Subway.
So-
Subway would be 1 then.
Burger King, what? Oh, Taco Bell and Subway?
Yeah. I can get behind that list.
I can't. I can't get behind any of it.
The Burger King's the only one I don't agree with as high as it is, but the other two I could be talked into.
Okay,
I just personally, I've always gotten rodeo cheeseburgers, and that's pretty much what I get at Burger King, so.
Burger King has pretty
Never
fire
disappointed.
chicken
Like I
sandwiches.
said in the group
Oh,
chat,
God, here he goes with his
McDonald's,
chicken
in
sandwich
my opinion,
sandwich.
McDonald's was always like the cheap, nasty crap.
It's
different now, though. It's different now.
It's that drunk. It's that place you go when you're drunk to get a
like
cheeseburger.
McDonald's was the cheap, nasty crap. Wendy's was the expensive, good stuff. And
It's still
Burger King
expensive.
was like the dead center. It wasn't too expensive, and it wasn't like shitty food. It was like right in the middle. So
Yeah, but
I was
I went
always
to
happy with
I went to
getting
Burger King the other day and it cost me $9 for a Whopper combo.
What size did you get?
Medium.
Okay.
That's highway robbery. I'm taking my top 3.
I mean, that's the same thing with like Wendy's, though. I feel like I go to Wendy's and I'm like, they're like, like whatever, and I'll get a, not even a meal. I'll just be like, let me get when they have like those special sandwiches, like let me get the sandwich, and it's like, $8.99 for the sandwich. And
yeah,
I'm like,
you
"Are you
get the
fucking
$5
kidding me?"
good biggie bag.
Yeah, the $5 biggie bag at Wendy's is pretty fire.
Yeah, I mean, now that they have like the bags and stuff like that, personal preference, I would rather go to Burger King. Of course, I really went because A, I had a gift card, and B, I wanted to try those ghost pepper nuggets, but, typical Burger King fashion, they advertise stuff they never have.
Oh, I was about to say, how were they? Because I've been kind of.
I wanted to try them, but not today. Maybe next time.
Alright, what's your
I haven't
3,
had
Chris?
fast food
My
in a while,
3?
though, so
Your 3.
It was nice.
Alright, so it would have to be Wendy's, Rally's, because Rally's has probably the best fries. And then I want to say Chick-fil-A, but I don't.
Like, there's no Chick-fil-A around here.
Yeah,
There's no
I
Rally's around
can't
here, so my
regularly
options
get
are
Chick-fil-A.
limited.
Yeah, but every time you get it,
It's solid.
it is top choice. Every single
The
time.
only thing I don't like at Chick-fil-A is their nuggets because they're so small. I'd rather get the chicken strips.
I just get a chicken sandwich every time. It's the same
Oh,
order.
hold
Every
on.
time. Number 1.
I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A, but there is a
Number
competitor
1
to
with
Chick-fil-A.
cheese and no pickle with Chick-fil-A sauce.
There is a competitor to Chick-fil-A. It's
It ain't Burger King and the King.
no, it's Zaxby's.
No, Zaxby's is like it's very little hit, extremely miss.
But their sauce though,
No,
they have great sauce.
no. Zaxby's is very hit and miss.
I
It's
like
more
them.
hit. It's more miss than hit.
We don't have one around here. They're mostly like west, aren't they?
I had it in Florida when I lived in Florida,
Yeah.
and our Zaxby's was actually good. But I was on a road trip. Actually, when I went to South Carolina, here we go, back in February. Chick-fil-A was busy as usual, and I was trying to get on the road going down.
Yeah, you're trying to get moving.
I wanted to get moving. Well, the Zaxby's line wasn't long at all.
Yeah.
There was a reason why the Zaxby's line wasn't long at all. Because the place was nasty.
I had Zaxby's when I went to Colorado, and that shit was good.
That's because you were high and everything tasted good.
I did not smoke when I was in Colorado because I'm too afraid that, hey, hey Chris, your name got drawn for that random drug test.
So you're going Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A,
No.
and
I'm saying if I had
Get a random
Zaxby's
drug
closer
test.
and get them more, I would
I
put.
forgot.
I'd put them.
we haven't do Zaxby's probably in Indianapolis.
I don't think there is.
So you're going Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Rallies, and Chick-fil-A, like 20% of it is the customer service you get. Except I got kind of mad at them when I went to the one in Muncie because I stood up in the front for 20 minutes trying to get a refill on my lemonade, and no one helped
Where
me.
at?
The one in Muncie.
The Zaxby's?
No,
Oh,
the
the
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, for real?
Yeah, and it
Wow.
wasn't. They were busy, but they had like the people like filling bags and stuff looked at me and would walk past me and not ask if I wanted a refill. Finally, I grabbed one. I don't want to say I grabbed one, but I was like, "Hey, can I get a refill?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I think it was because I was the manager was starting to look at me.
So it's Chick-fil-A, Rallies.
Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A 1, Wendy's 2, Rallies 3.
Okay. Okay. Well, I could. Oh, that's real time. Okay, I'll go. Okay,
All right.
I'll go. Okay, so I've got Chick-fil-A first, obviously, because they are the best. I mean, in everything, Chick-fil-A is just the best. In the mall, in the drive-thru, everywhere, every state from here to wherever I've stopped for Chick-fil-A, it's always been good. 2 is Rallies. You got to go Rallies because their fries are really good.
And their
And they've
burgers
got a
are,
darn good sandwich.
yeah.
Their burgers are very good.
The
I've never
one-
had a bad burger from Rallies, really. I
Their
can't
chicken
wait.
sandwich is the only thing that kind of
They
like.
put too much condiments on it.
That's
Yes.
why I like it. I want slop.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I just
Oh
want
yeah,
to hate that shit.
I'm a
Just
non-sloppy guy.
No, I
I
want slop. That's
need,
why.
I need neatness.
Well, and that's what, depending on where I'm at and why I'm getting Rallies, it depends on where I'm eating. If I'm driving in a car, I'll get Rallies because you got
Yeah.
slop.
It's
I
that's
want
getting
slop.
everywhere in your car.
Exactly. So, but I do love Rallies for that reason because
Such an
they're
American.
not yeah, they're not stubborn on the condiments, and I think that's a
But-
great thing because most places are.
Is this a bad reason to not? One of the things that knocks Rallies for me is they put more mustard than they put ketchup.
See, I just think it's all level. It's all
Mm.
good. Plus, their milkshakes are good, and you can get a strawberry banana. Like you can.
They
mix
don't
it.
have chicken nuggets though.
I don't care. I don't
Their
buy
chicken fried
chicken.
box. Their chicken fried box is badass.
It is, but
$2 for.
I wanted like a 4-piece chicken nuggets because I was buying Coco a birthday present, and they didn't have that.
And then I'm gonna go with, and it barely ekes out Arby's, because Arby's does have the best.
They have the meats.
They have the meats, but they have the best cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks.
Dude, have you tried their crinkle cut fries yet?
Yes,
They're good.
and they're good. But who ekes it out is White Castle, because sometimes you just I want a White Castle, and damn, it just hits perfect.
I want to feel my arteries clogging.
Yes, but you can't. I mean, it's the same bad taste that tastes sinfully good all at the same time everywhere you go.
I gotta admit, I'm
went
not a
to
big
White
fan of White.
Castle and it took me 5 minutes because we didn't get into any crazy nonsense on the way there.
But I'm going with White Castle. But like I said, White Castle barely beats out
It's-
Arby's. Arby's gets beat.
It's drunk
because-
food.
It is, but Arby's gets beat because it's expensive.
Yeah.
I can order a sandwich and cheese sticks and a milkshake, and it costs me like $14. So I can get me some sliders, and I'm good to go. So
I gotta admit, Arby's has a really nice inside.
that's what she said. I,
Taking a lap.
they do, but are any of them open around here?
The one down by Popeyes.
The one by the mall's open.
Yeah, that's the only one. I think what
No,
they
the one on the one on Dixon. I thought they said the lobby was open.
is it because it wasn't. I tried to go there a few weeks ago and they were
Oh.
closed, but that might have changed because
Well, yeah, because they just opened the Burger King dining room like a month ago
Okay,
on Markland.
because I was gonna go inside because the line was atrocious and I walked up to the door. Oh,
Yeah.
So there's my 3. There you go. Chick-fil-A, Rallies, White Castle. And White Castle's in a Beastie Boys song, so that just kind of tops it off.
and it's a great movie.
Yeah, Harold and Kumar, it's a great movie. Mikey?
Arby's. I have to go Arby's. I don't get it often, but
Does every Arby's meal come with a roll of toilet paper though?
No, but Taco Bell's does.
yeah. Paper towels and dude wipes and then
Oh my god, wiping with paper towels. Be rough. It's a rough day.
I had to one time because for some reason the bathroom was out of toilet paper. I was like, oh god. I don't remember where I was. I was at some restaurant.
This is better than your sock.
It's
It's
like Dumb and Dumber.
Right?
You see somebody walking out with one sock.
like I know what you did. So I don't know. I've always been a fan of roast beef, like just deli meat. And all like I get it at Jimmy John's all the time, and I like it. I put White Castle up there. I usually don't get cheese on them. I just get plain
I
burger.
love White Castle with cheese.
But and I guess Arby's and White Castle go hand in hand because when I usually get cheeseburgers, I just get it plain cheese only or something. I don't get any condiments. Fuck condiments.
Well, on the Arby's sandwich?
Yeah. I mean, you can I put Arby's sauce on it every now and
Yeah, I was
then.
gonna say Arby's sauce is
But-
fire.
But other than that, like I don't put ketchup and shit on Arby's sandwiches, and I don't really like ketchup.
Yeah, I don't either.
Mayo.
I don't really like ketchup and mustard on
Well,
my
I'll get
cheeseburgers.
the roast beef with cheese.
So that's why I like White Castle too. I mean,
Yeah.
and plus I can eat it in one bite, and I can down 10 of them easy.
What was okay? So I don't think it's a crave cake. What's their crave case thing?
I think it's 20.
Is it? Me in high school, me and a couple friends got it, and we sat there. That's when we first got Catan.
Yeah.
So we sat there eating those and playing Catan.
Yeah.
And let me just say, all three of the bathrooms in my house were in use at one point
So
afterwards.
you got Arby's, what? White Castle,
Uh huh.
and
I'll probably just go with the McDonald's because you can't beat the McNuggets. You can't beat. You have to.
Wendy's spicy nugs are better.
no, they're not. It's a different taste.
What about McDonald's spicy nugs? They're not
They
too bad.
sucked. They sucked.
Now, here's the topper question.
At least in my opinion, they did.
What fast food restaurant has the best dessert item?
Burger King.
What? Well, oh,
Do you
which
guys,
is-
Their
do you
pies.
guys remember when Burger
Their
King
pies
had the
were awesome.
bacon ice cream?
Their Reese
Yeah.
pies.
Yeah.
Ah.
I
Did you ever
remember
have a
Tim.
lovely
I
cheese
remember.
Those Reese's pies are.
Yeah, I think Burger King.
Yeah, Burger King has really good
You
milkshakes.
can't go by McDonald's because their ice cream machine's broken
Yeah.
all the time.
Have you had a Burger King
Yeah.
milkshake?
Huh?
Burger King milkshakes are really good.
Yeah, I've had. Well, yeah, their milkshakes are good, and then I had that Lucky Charms milkshake that
Oh,
they had. Oh
I
my
forgot
God,
about that
it was
thing.
So freaking good. It was like I looked it up. It was like 142 carbs or something like that in that, but it was so freaking good.
Which one has the
Well,
best signature like
What about the
sandwich?
Frosty though? You can't down the Frosty.
Arby's.
I mean, Frosty's good.
Best signature sandwich like Big Mac, Big Buford, Whopper, or
What would Arby's be? Just the roast beef?
I don't know what theirs is.
I like the Whopper.
I would have to say Whopper probably.
Big Buford.
Of all those, the Whopper.
I like the Big Buford because just how nasty it is. How
Yeah, but then
sloppy.
you got the Baconator
Yeah.
at Wendy's. Man.
The pretzel baconator
That's
when they had the
good.
pretzel
yeah, the
bacon.
pretzel Baconator was good too.
The
I had-
pretzel one. I mean, if we're going on into those like crazy sandwiches, there was one at I think Wendy's and Burger King both had like a variation, like a jalapeno onion. It had like those crunchy onions on them.
Yeah. What was it called? I remember
Little
Wendy's. It was really
jalapeno
good.
bites almost were on them. It was wicked good.
I'm waiting for fast food to get a peanut butter burger.
They did. One of the fast food places did. I think it was Hardee's.
No.
Oh,
We forgot about Hardee's. Hardee's
Hardee's-
is on the north.
Hardee's
Hardee's. That's the problem.
Yeah,
it's a whole 10 minutes from our house.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we drive by one when we go to Indy at Love's,
Yeah.
but I
They
never.
have decent food though. I've never been disappointed by Hardee's. I just, that's
It's just out of the way. I mean,
in
it's not.
remembrance. It's just because we're not around it. We don't
Yeah.
see it. We don't drive by it. We don't.
It always feels like every Hardee's is always in a bad spot.
I think they do that on purpose.
Oh, it's like, have you guys seen the TikTok where Popeyes is always in a horrible location?
thinking of KFCs are only in low-income areas. In all of Colorado, KFC's illegal. No.
Fun fact: Kokomo had the first KFC this side of the Mississippi.
Really?
Yeah, it was there on. Do you remember where it was, Chris?
I don't want to watch this.
No,
Yeah.
it's been torn down, but
This is a ridiculous question. Are we on the same side of the Mississippi?
yes.
I couldn't remember where the river.
We're not on the
fell
same side of the.
on which side of Indiana?
We're not on the same side of the Monongahela.
I don't know what that river is.
Ohio River, maybe? We're not on the same side
Yeah,
of
we're on the same side as the Ohio River.
Okay, that just goes east and west.
The Monongahela that goes through like Pennsylvania. So
Oh
that's why I said that.
no, but they were so
That's a
busy.
mouthful.
We're not on the same side as the East River.
They were so busy at KFC when they first opened it here in town that the mixing bowl, you know how they have mixing bowls, they use a cement mixer, and on the cement mixer we actually at the museum we have the stamp of approval from the health inspector on it.
Really?
Yeah, they had it in back.
Are you sure it's not the one on Washington?
No, they tore it. It got torn down. You know where the they're on It's north of. So it's on It was actually on Washington, but
That's what I said.
But it's not the one on Washington.
That's one I remember. That's been there the longest.
I don't remember what store it is. Like there's like a store on Washington on the west side as you go north. It's like a grocery store.
Save a Lot?
Yeah, I think it was where Save a Lot
Or
is.
Family Dollar?
Yeah.
That was the bargain center.
I think it was there at one point though.
Really?
But they moved it because it was in like a shopping plaza. They needed more room, so they moved it. They built its own building.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Next to McClintock Furniture. I don't even know McClintock.
Yep. And we have pictures of Colonel
Colonel
Sanders.
Sanders was in Kokomo, that's right.
Yeah, multiple times.
It wasn't until recently they still had the bucket of chicken for the sign on
Yeah.
Washington Street.
Yeah. I know everyone loves it, but we have one of Colonel Sanders' suits at the
Really?
museum. It was kept on display way too long.
Was he from Kentucky or was he from Indiana?
I think he was from Kentucky.
Was he? Now we're gonna go. Yeah, do you know why they? So the theory, there was this big theory of why they go, why they call it KFC now instead of Kentucky Fried Chicken. So they said because the chicken meat is not real chicken meat, they can't call it fried chicken anymore because it's not real chicken. That was the theory.
Real chicken.
That was the conspiracy theory behind it. It was fake chicken. It was fake chicken meat. The real reason they went from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC is because they can't use the name Kentucky without having to pay money to the state of Kentucky.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So I think they had like a certain amount of time, kind of like a contract on something.
Okay.
And it expired, so they would have to pay the state of Kentucky money for using the name Kentucky in their chicken. So to get around it, they just call themselves KFC because that's what everybody called it anyway.
I mean, I never noticed the difference when they changed it.
Yeah, it's KFC now. So it's like LJS,
What's LJS?
Long John Silver's.
Oh.
So
I don't like Long John Silver's
I did when I was younger, but I think
But then you
everything
worked
tasted
there.
better when I was younger.
because it was real food.
God, I'm so mad.
They didn't have
It
as
only
many
sounded
chemicals
good
in it.
theory, and then you get
Yeah.
it home and you just start eating, and you're like,
Think about it, like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's all fried.
and you're like, I wasted a friggin' meal on this shit.
You hold it up and it's just drenched in oil and
But the
grease.
hush puppies are so good.
Yeah,
the
those
hush
hush
puppies
puppies.
are good. You know what? Those will burn you more than anything else that you cook because you gotta slide them in. You take the dipper and you dip it towards you, and then when you put it in the grease, you slide away and you drop them in the grease away.
Yeah.
But sometimes you hit that dipper a little too soon and it plops down in that hot grease and splashes up on you and you get burn marks all over your arm. True story.
I like how all Long John Silver's basically are connected to A&W root beers now.
I know.
A&W has some good food.
Yeah, that's debatable. It's like Dairy Queen. It's hit and miss too.
Yeah.
And their blizzards suck as far as candy. They never put enough stuff in. It's more ice cream than it is candy and stuff. At Dairy Queen,
Yeah.
you're better off. That's why I go to if you can go to Cone Palace and you can get extra.
No, go to Culver's and get a mixer.
Nah, that's not as good.
They're expensive, but they're good.
Scoops is actually the best.
No, I like frozen custard.
No, Scoops is actually the best. They give you the most candy.
Well, yeah.
They fill that stuff. They fill that.
It's legitimately their namesake, Scoops. They give you a huge ass scoop.
Yes.
When I was little, I couldn't eat it fast enough and it melted on me.
Oh, well, we just went to the Double Dip for ice cream. That's in Peru.
Never heard of it.
The East End Double Dip, it's so good. They got homemade ice cream. It's really good.
Anyways,
what are we going to next?
Rifftrax.
Rifftrax. We went to see Rifftrax.
Amityville Horror 4. I won't go to the next one.
Evil Awakens or something like that? Evil Escapes.
The Evil Escapes.
Which-
Basically, it was about a haunted lamp.
Yeah, okay, so it had nothing to do
I'm glad I
with...
missed it.
It had nothing to do with the Amityville, like the Amityville house. So what it was,
Sort of. The first 10 minutes were.
maybe the first 10 minutes. So what it is these priests go in and they try to bless the Amityville house, right? And this priest gets thrown against the wall after going in this room with this evil demon-possessed lamp.
No, the
Yes.
demon in the house went into the lamp to attack the priest.
Well, anyway, so the person who owns the house has a garage sale, and this old lady buys the lamp, which she cuts her finger on, and later dies from
Tetanus.
From tetanus.
Because she refused to go get a tetanus shot.
So,
Because this thing's rusted, and she's like, nah, I'm good.
so she mails it to her sister in California, because the lamp is so unique. And her sister in California has her daughter, played by Patty Duke, and her 2 kids live with her because her husband died. So the little girl
3
starts
kids.
seeing her dead dad
Or
through
3
the
kids.
lamp. No, 3 kids.
Yeah, you had the older daughter, the son, middle
the
son.
27-year-old daughter that was 16.
Yeah.
The 20-year-old guy that was the 12-year-old.
Who
and-
didn't know how he wanted his hair.
Dude, he had a serious mullet helmet going on. Like, that stuff would not move. And the youngest one, she would talk to her dead dad through the spirit lamp, through the demon-possessed lamp. That's how. And it just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And wacky hijinks was ensuing and crazy stuff in the house. Finally, they figured out through the priest. Well, the priest got a hold of the sister. Just said, you gotta get rid of that lamp. It's possessed by a demon. So they have like this big battle. Like, really big battle. Like, it killed people, didn't it? Kill some?
Yeah, it killed.
Oh, check this shit out. Yeah, so...
Oh, the plumber?
Yeah, so the plumbing's messed up, right? In the house, so they call this plumber. So the plumber goes underneath the house and basically drowns from sewage. So the plumber is dead underground. Nobody finds him. Like, at the end, by the time the end of the movie comes, he's dead underneath the house still, and nobody knows he's down there.
The demon drove his car off.
Yeah, the demon drove his... That's right. The demon drove his car off. That's right. So nobody knew he was dead. I'm like, one, the toilet wouldn't work because you got the sewer line open, and 2, the dead body would be stinking eventually, right?
What would stink more, the dead body or the sewage leaking out?
But they got rid of the lamp by throwing it out the window and
No,
onto
no,
the
no, no.
rocks.
It wasn't thrown.
Yes.
That old grandma yeeted it. Now, this little old grandma, think of little old grandma, and this lamp had to at least be 100 pounds by the looks of it. She picked this up and straight up yeeted it out of the window onto the beach.
So it gets all broken up on the beach, right? And their cat, at the end of the movie, their cat is down there by the evil lamp. But then it turns to the camera freezes, and its eyes glow red. Boom, end of movie.
Watch out for the possessed cat.
I never knew they made more than one Amityville horror.
The tagline was, from the creators of the original Amityville comes the most terrifying chapter.
Wasn't it based off of a book based off of the movie?
Was it?
Yeah, so this movie was based off of a book that was based
Yeah,
off
well-
of the movies.
The guy who penned the script The original script of the Amityville Horror.
Oh, okay. So he wrote the original, or was one of the writers for the original.
While the credits suggest the film is based on John G. Jones's book of the same name, the book is actually a collection of short stories, and none of the stories were adapted for the film. Instead, a new story with similar elements to those in the book were created.
Oh my gosh.
It's a yeah, well, there was. It was Amityville, then Amityville 2, The Possessed. Amityville 3D was Amityville 3.
I didn't know there was anything more than the first one.
Yes. And then you had Amityville. This isn't even Amityville 4. It's just Amityville Horror. The Evil Escapes through a lamp.
And it wasn't even that it wanted to escape. It just kind of got trapped in the lamp. It couldn't get out because it was unplugged.
Yeah, it's terrible. There's a lot of Amityville. God, you should listen to more like this. So you got Amityville 1, 2, 3, the Amityville Curse, Amityville It's About Time, Amityville A New Generation, Amityville Dollhouse, the remake of Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds,
Which is actually pretty good.
Amityville The Awakening, there's Rifftrax Live, the Amityville Asylum, Amityville Death House with Eric Roberts, the Amityville Murders, Amityville Toy Box, the Amityville Terror, the Amityville Haunting, Amityville No Escape,
How many are there?
Amityville Vibrator,
That's gotta be a...
the Amityville Exorcism, Amityville Playhouse. That's what I ran into. Back to Amityville Vibrator. It's from 2020. It's only an hour and 3 minutes. Kathy
Is it like a Pornhub special?
Kathy moves into a new home and soon comes into contact with a vibrator with ancient evil powers. Two researchers must locate this possessed item before Kathy and anyone else she encounters becomes a sex slave for Satan. It's a comedy horror.
I gotta see this for research purposes.
Yeah, research purposes.
The first DVD run for Amityville Vibrator was limited to 666 copies. They became, wow, it was a fast sale. They became available online July 2nd, 2020 and sold out on December 27th.
Well, because
Wow.
everyone's still locked in their houses at that point with nothing else to do.
Estimated budget, $2,500.
How much do they make?
It doesn't say. So there you go, Amityville Vibrator.
We only got through that movie, I think, because of Rifftrax.
That's the way you can only get through most of the movies.
We've talked about Rifftrax as agnomic. I can't use that word. At length. I was trying to be fancy, but at length. What about the short was hilarious. It was about how you could be, how if you get hurt, it's your fault at work or something.
Right, which is like the shake hands with danger.
Yeah.
And it's all you know what? I saw another show. Yeah, hell. Yeah, if you get hurt at work, it's your fault, Mikey. So don't get hurt at work. There'll be a mirror that says if you get hurt at work, it's your fault.
You'll
put yourself in a mirror.
So they're hanging up a mirror, and it's basically like you're the reason you hurt yourself at work. Basically, I forget how it is.
Yeah.
And this guy comes to work with a bad mood and blah blah blah. So he's working and he chops his hand off in the mill. So they pull him out and they walk him and they lay him. Like they walk
drag him out. Yeah.
They drag him across the factory and they decide to lay him right in front of the mirror and he can see himself laying on the floor in the mirror. And then they wake up in the hospital.
And he gets all mad because he's the reason for his.
Yeah.
Which I remember.
And he likes tomatoes. That's his favorite fruit. They really wanted us to know that he loved tomatoes.
Yes, he did love tomatoes. That's his favorite fruit. So, and which reminded me of another short they did for Mystery Science Theater 3000, where this they talked about accidents and you have to be careful. Like this guy was having some chest pains, and he was like his wife was trying to get him to go to the doctor or something, and no, he didn't. So he ended up having a heart attack while I was working at the train depot, and he died. Then this other guy, he worked as a welder,
Uh-huh.
So whenever you come up behind somebody who's welding, you tap them on the shoulder. That's the safety rule. Right, so they don't do that. So you tap them on the shoulder so they don't turn around. So his wife was pregnant.
Oh,
And
no.
His wife was pregnant, and she went and had the baby. And he goes to work to tell everybody that his wife had the baby. And he gets so excited, he runs up to his buddy who's welding and grabs him real quick. And his buddy turns around and he welds his eyeballs. So then the guy never got to see his kid. Because he was blinded from the welder.
By the light, you could say.
Yeah.
Blinded by the light.
I don't know what the job safety videos. I mean, job safety videos are essentially scare tactics. Because Shake Hands with Danger was like that too. Like this guy fell off the top of a crane and died. But it had a cool soundtrack.
We didn't get a safety video.
We did not get a safety video. You know, they should show us blood on the highway or something like that. That you watch in driver's ed, you know?
My security camera footage of falling down the hill.
That would be cool too. Do we have that?
They would have
Hilarious
to.
watch. I would love to see it.
So would I.
Someone get it.
I want to see it too. But I want to go to the next one. I
It won't
really
be till like next spring.
I know. I really want to actually go to Nashville and watch it live.
That would be awesome.
Because Nashville's what, a 6 hour drive?
5 hours.
5 hour drive. So that'd be fun. You know.
That would be awesome.
I mean, heck, we could drive down there and drive back in one day, but probably easier to just get a hotel, a little motel.
Right.
But then again, if it's two of us, two people can drive. It's not that hard.
This is true. And it's only
Or
5
three
hours.
of us, or
Yeah, it's probably about 5 hours. Plus, you wouldn't have a lot of traffic at night
no.
coming back. It'd be fairly easy to
And you
drive
can
back.
zoom.
Because it'd probably be done by 10, which puts you home about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, just give me a bang and I'll be good.
3:30. Bang, we're good. Boom, that would be awesome to go to the Belcourt Theater and see it live. But that was MST3K. We won't have another one till next year, probably next April.
Yeah, they don't really do much in the winter.
They used to, but like I said, I think they ran out of Christmas movies. Because they did like Santa Claus, which was like a horrible Santa Claus. And then they had Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
There's only so many Santa Claus or
Christmas movies
movies.
that you can riff.
Yeah,
Because that costs money. They have to buy
the rights.
the rights to those movies. And that's why they crowdfund them.
We try our we're gonna start trying our hardest to get them to do Terror Squad and an Andy Sedaris movie.
Any Andy Sedaris movie. I would prefer they do Hard Ticket.
Well, that's when we'll be like, you do these two, do one of these two.
Please. Please do Terror Squad. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. We'll see. I mean, they've done like Miami Connection, which is funny because Miami Connection was filmed in Orlando, Florida.
They probably get so many suggestions that it's hard for them to go through and actually like
Oh, I'm sure.
research them.
Yeah, I keep just, whenever they ask for suggestions, I just keep suggesting it.
Like I said, let me know when they're asking for suggestions, and
Sure.
I'll also, because maybe if multiple people are saying Terror Squad, they're like, okay, let's see what this movie is.
Boom, Terror Squad. Okay, next. What do we talk about?
The Book of Boba Fett trailer came out.
They didn't
I don't
show
like
us
the
anything.
name. I don't like the Book of
The Book
Boba.
of Boba. Yeah, I don't read them.
Just call it Boba Fett.
It's Boba Fett. Yeah, but it's not an origin story, is it?
No, it takes place after the season 2 of Mandalorian.
Which he shouldn't even be alive. I'm sorry. How did he get out of the Sarlacc pit?
He's Boba Fett.
He cried like a pussy all the way across the before he ran into the slave barge and then fell down into the Sarlacc pit. Then he burped. The Sarlacc burped. How did he get out of the Sarlacc pit?
His butt.
as Adams, and then someone reconstituted as Adams, and
That's the big question. I mean, how can we sleep on the fact?
He's the one that made the clones, right?
No, he is a clone. He's the clone that Django wanted that was unaltered. Because all the other clones were given No, he was a clone that all the other clones were given.
Boba was his son.
No, he was a
He
clone.
was Jango Fett's son.
No, he's a
He
clone.
was a little boy.
But he was a clone.
Okay.
Because he gave all the other clones were accelerated. He wanted one that was unaccelerated to be his son. And Bo-Katan
fact
in season 2
check
actually
this?
makes
I
it.
don't trust Chris.
What?
I said, can we fact check this? I don't trust you.
Bo-Katan in season 2 actually says, "Don't you mean your donor?" When he says "my dad," and they.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, women say that all the time about their baby daddy. They say
I'm
they're
gonna
donor.
look it up right now.
There we go. So you can't say that because I hear that all the time. You know, my baby's donor or my sperm donor. They don't even say like my baby daddy.
This is from Wikipedia. Originally codenamed Alpha, he was an unaltered clone of the famed Mandalorian bounty hunter Jango Fett, who emulated him as his father.
Sorry, what's his son?
Technically, yes,
See?
but technically he's a clone.
Did he make him out of his DNA?
Yes,
Then it's his
100% of his
Then
DNA.
it's his son. Just
You're
made-
50% of your dad
I know that, but he was made with a pea in a petri dish on, so it's his dad.
on Camino.
Yeah, so it's his son. It's father's son. He's not a clone.
Do you think they took like hair or blood or skin, or was it pure like coom?
It was pure coom. He
So
coomed.
you're saying Django to Boba is like how Professor Farnsworth is to Hubert.
A skin flake off his back.
Yeah.
No, but the trailer doesn't show much. It's basically Boba Fett trying to take over for what's his face? Jabba, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of Jabba, but he's taking over Jabba.
Jabba the Fett?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Jabba the Fett.
Wow.
It was alright. I mean, they don't show anything, which they shouldn't.
No, it's a trailer.
Right.
All we see is him and the sniper, his right hand girl being badass,
Right.
and that's all we saw.
That's it.
It seems like he's going to be a little more lenient than
That's a long
Jabba.
way away. That's December 29th. Then you got Cobra Kai coming out that time of year.
Wait, it's coming out December 29th? January 29th?
January 1st, ain't it?
January, they're like the first week of January.
Yeah.
At least.
No, when does Boba Fett come out?
You said December.
December 29th.
Well, that ain't that far.
Huh?
That ain't that far.
Yeah, but you got Yellowstone coming out Sunday.
I don't like it. I never watched Yellowstone.
What?
I've never seen Yellowstone.
Dude,
What's it on?
It's on Paramount, isn't it?
it is on Paramount. Watch it. Binge it.
Okay.
Three seasons
Well,
before Sunday.
I got Paramount.
It is like the best show on television right now.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay.
I've never seen
It
I
is
just
the
don't have
best
Paramount.
show.
I don't have Paramount.
It is the best show on television.
I'll give you the login information.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Best show on TV. By far. It's kick-ass.
Speaking of Paramount, Tim, did you watch the new Star Trek series yet?
No, don't talk about it yet.
Okay, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either.
I haven't had internet or cable since
Oh yeah.
Wednesday.
What happened?
What happened?
A fucking tornado went through his
There was
fucking,
like there
basically
was a
strong
big,
winds or
there was a
tornado.
big storm.
Oh, I didn't know
Biggest-
that.
Oh, really?
Biggest
You put it on
windstorm I've
Snapchat?
ever been.
I didn't see
I
it.
don't follow him on
Knocked down
Snapchat.
my
I don't want
neighbor's
to.
tree
You should.
and pulled both telephone poles on the corners down. So I
Damn.
mean,
How
I
are
have
you
power
surviving
now,
without
but
playing
still
video
without
games?
cable and internet.
So did you move your gaming rig to the hospital?
No, but I did.
Anyway.
I can play. You can play Xbox Game Pass games on your phone. So when I'm on my lunch that I take, I just combine my break and my lunch. So I take like 45, 50 minutes, and I just play. Do a couple things on Destiny.
Could you go to Bo's house and play?
Tomorrow, Bo works 11 to 7:30, so I'll probably go over his house.
Yeah.
Bo's been dealing with things, so
I mean, like, I could deal without internet, I could deal without cable, but being without both, it's just like,
yeah.
especially because, like, I usually sleep with the TV on, so it's been, like, so hard for me to fall asleep in, like, a pitch black room. I need, like,
Tim,
some sort of light source.
Read a
It's just-
book.
It's just rough.
Well, there's no power at all, right?
I mean, I have power now, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I had no power.
Oh my God!
Oh, and no power also means no heat. So
That's
I was
right.
also freezing to death.
Remember those tornadoes that came through?
Well, then it was just like it was in colonial times, you know?
Awful. I would kill myself.
When those tornadoes
If I
came
got
through,
trapped in,
I had
like,
no power for a week.
1810, I'd commit suicide.
You couldn't be colonial, Tim?
Nope. No way.
Tim would be
ass would
that
be,
guy
like,
living
trying
in
to
the
invent
woods,
shit.
growing the,
Like, I ain't got
mushrooms.
time for you,
He'd be
Edison.
buddy with Sam Adams just drinking beer.
He'd be that weird mountain man that you see with the big beard and stuff.
Yeah.
That people in the village talk stories about him, like, is he real?
No, I'd be the clown. I'd be the town crazy man. Like,
Yeah.
I remember electricity. Yeah, Tim. We know. We
So-
heard it all. Used to play some fancy Xbox machine. We know.
Oh,
I
you
fought
do
the
like
darkness.
wait, hold on. Do you go to Boston Common and like just get on the stage and like shout out like? Because I heard they do that. They're like random people just go to Boston Common and like you can say whatever you want and like see if people listen to you. Like if you're a
Oh
prophet
yeah,
or-
just
yeah, you can do that. Even now, you could. I mean, this was 20 years ago when I was in Boston, but they were telling us that people do that. They go to Boston Common, and so you can do that, Tim. You could go to Boston Common today and do that.
I'd be hear me.
I would follow
I
Tim.
remember a time long ago, but somehow in the future.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far
Right.
away.
Chick-fil-A,
But
the
somehow
devil's
still
a
this
ginger.
guy. Like, you're not making any sense, Tim.
You don't have to when you're in Boston Common and just shouting. You'll find some idiot that'll follow you.
All
Like
it
your
all
life
it
of
takes
Brian?
is one.
He dropped his sandal. We have the holy sandal. They're texting through the streets.
Like, if I remembered my history better, I could tell you guys what would happen tomorrow. Some of us were getting high instead of going to history class.
Why can't I text Chris and ask him? He's a useless ball of history knowledge.
What's next?
So, shout out to Kaiopaka. Rest in peace.
Who?
Who?
From Deep Space Nine, Chris.
Oh.
I sent you a thing.
I didn't look at it yet.
Kaiopaka. I sent it to you like 3 days ago.
You did?
Thanks a lot. Some friend over here. Takes days.
I know. Sometimes I do take days to look at it.
Yeah, what a slack.
Oh,
Kaiopaka, though, died a couple days ago. I
yeah.
don't know her real name.
Sorry, I was busy when you sent that day. That was
Yeah, you can hear my head rattle back.
that was the day I was at the band
That don't
competition.
even matter. Like you were interested in band anyway. Honestly,
It was interesting. It was
liar! You just have to say that because you're afraid your girlfriend's gonna listen to this.
No,
podcast.
I liked it. I honestly liked
I
it.
liked it. Now he's lying.
You know,
I live on the second floor and shit's getting deep in here. That's how deep it is.
it's a little different, but when I took in freshman year of college, I had to take like a music appreciation class,
Uh-huh.
and then for one of the assignments, we had to go to like a live concert where
Band?
basically, and they played all the theme, like it was the one I chose, and they played all these theme songs. They played like the Halo theme song. They
Oh,
did.
cool.
I think they might have probably done Star Wars, Darth Vader. They did a lot of other things, but I thought it was really cool. I mean, it's a little different than
Band.
band,
Right.
but it was.
It was fun. I'm probably going to state this weekend. Kimberly's band didn't make it to state, but they took the top 10 and I think their team was 11th or 12th.
So they were the first losers.
Yeah, she was like.
I mean,
She was mad. She was like, either you lose and you lose bad, or you make it. Don't come in like 11th or 12th. It's just annoying.
Second place is first place loser.
that's right. Second place is the first loser. No one remembers second.
Well, they don't
place.
rank you 1 to 10. They're just like,
Except Chris does.
we're gonna rank you, or we're gonna say who made it. No particular order.
There ain't no interesting movies coming out this weekend, is there? We'll find out.
No. Speaking of interesting movies, Buzz Lightyear's coming out soon.
I'm not impressed with it.
You're not?
No.
It looks good.
The only thing I'm curious if they're gonna like link it up with the Toy Story.
Eternals comes out this
Do you
weekend.
know what movie
Yeah,
I want to
Eternals.
watch? I saw a commercial for it. It's on Paramount Plus.
What?
Clifford. The big
The
red
Big Red
dog.
Dog.
We need to
yeah,
we
saw
need to
the
watch that.
trailer for that.
We need to watch that because it's based
The
in
trailer, it's
it
only
was
like,
made in Kokomo.
I think it
basically.
said it was like 86 minutes long, and I was like, I could spare 86 minutes to watch Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah,
it's
that's
such
actually
a
they
cute
don't look that
dog.
The guy, Clifford, was originally made in Kokomo.
Norman Bridwell
Yeah, Norman Bridwell.
was from Kokomo.
He got to start making art in the yearbooks, and his original arts in the yearbooks is worth some money, and we got it at the museum.
Breaking in.
I mean, it's worth at least six figures.
That
Last time I was
Picasso
told.
guy's a bunch of crap. We're stealing Norman Bridwell art.
6 figures. So
It's
I'll
gotta be
take it.
easier to get into than like the Boston, Museum of Art. Although they keep stealing shit from that all the time, so it can't be that difficult.
It's not that difficult to get into the one. I set off the alarm at the one here at the museum here, and the cops.
Cyberling?
Yeah, the cops never showed up.
See, it'll be easy.
Yeah, it was
No,
like
no, in our
five.
luck, it'll be it'll be Norman Birdwell, not Norman Bridwell, and his art's worth crap. I just
He drew birds.
drew birds is all it was.
Boondocks 3 is getting made.
I think they could have just stopped with Boondocks.
They've always said they wanted to make a third one, but Norman Reedus got big after Boondock Saints 2.
Was he in the first one?
He was in the first two,
Okay.
or he was in the original two.
I don't remember. I've only seen the first one like once or twice. It was a long time ago.
But
I liked it. It's just overlooked.
Norman Reedus just got big and got busy because
Right.
of Walking Dead.
Right.
But I'm interested. The Colts suck. Well,
Dude, have you seen the movement going on in the NFL?
Derrick Henry tore his ACL.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Derrick
out.
Henry-
Do you know who they signed?
Peterson.
They signed Adrian Peterson. Ain't he like 106 years old?
Yeah.
Todd Gurley's out there. I don't know why they're saying Adrian Peterson.
They
Also,
could trade for.
the Broncos traded Von Miller to the Los
I
Angeles
saw
Rams.
that.
Well, the Rams just now got even better.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You know what the Broncos
Von
got?
Miller's like
2
33.
second-day draft picks.
Really? That's all they gave him?
Yes.
What?
Von Miller.
No, Broncos got a second and a third.
Round.
Yeah.
Yeah, two second-day draft picks. Yeah. Second, third round.
You said second day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
second day.
That's second day. Second
They
day.
are on the
This is
second
right.
day.
Second, third
Oh,
round are on the
okay.
second
Not
day.
first
Yeah.
round. First
But-
round's day one.
Third and fourth are
You
on
you draft your stars on day one. You draft your team the rest of the week. Like you
not
draft a team.
necessarily.
Well, they didn't have a first round to give.
Probably not. But still. Yeah, but he wasn't even worth the first round?
He's old, but
Is he going to be a free agent? Is
He's
that
injured,
why?
bro. He was injured last year too.
was he?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
he is. He's been injured. That's a true story.
So he's just injury prone, but
So on
he's
the
done it on purpose just to get out of the Broncos.
Because the Broncos suck.
ow, my arm hurts. Time for surgery.
Right.
Like the one guy did to the Pacers. He waited till the very last moment to get his surgery, and then missed the entire year.
Speaking of the Pacers, they finally won another game today.
Good.
They beat San Antonio 131 to
Well,
118.
they beat the Nets. I
They're
thought.
just like the Colts. They can't close it
They
out.
can't.
No,
And they lose by 2, by 3, overtime.
so they don't have a winning culture. Not
They
anymore. Not the Pacers, at least.
Oh, well, and screw the NBA. They're a bunch of communists. That's what
I'm getting in my South Park. Tim, I started watching South Park, all the latest seasons. I just got done with the Member Berries season, so I'm excited for the Chinese episode again.
Did you hear about the new movie?
Yeah, it's going to be on
Coming out
Paramount, right?
November 25th on Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
Mikey said it's on Paramount, right?
Yeah, it is on Paramount. That's right.
Yeah, it is, but
I
it'll
just
probably
watched
debut
the-
on TV.
Where they go to, what is it?
Like
It's
I did.
Sensitivity Camp.
well, it wasn't sensitivity camp. It was You know where they go to camp to learn about being tolerant?
I love that.
You know what I'm
Carmen's
talking about?
having such a good time in the tunnel of.
Yeah,
racism
Cartman had a great
or
time. He's like, I want to
whatever.
go do it again. They used all these racial slurs to it.
Yep.
He was like taking notes, trying to remember these racial slurs.
That's the one where Mr. Lemmywinks made it through Slave.
I want to ride again. I want to ride
I want to ride
again.
again. I want to ride again. That's the one. Yeah, it was season 6, episode. Hold on, I got it right here. The Death Camp of Tolerance. That's what they.
Yeah.
The Death Camp, because they were offended because Mr. Garrison and he had his slave as his sex slave
As his teacher.
as
Yeah,
his
he was trying to
teacher's
get. He was
name.
trying to get fired.
Yeah, so he could get a $25 million payday.
Yeah.
And they thought the kids were being homophobic, so they sent him to the Death Camp of Tolerance.
Where has my country gone?
Speaking of tolerance, I want to bring this up because it happened. So I'm not a NASCAR fan. I'm not a big NASCAR guy, though. But I do like racing and I appreciate racing. So there's a driver that has to take sensitive training. Now, Kyle Busch, he got bumped on the last lap by Brad Keselowski. And Brad for second place. So it kind of pissed off Kyle Busch. And in the press conference, he said, and I quote, "When he drills my ass coming out of 4 for no reason, I mean, where was he going? What was he going to do? Spin me out? He was trying to do a Harvick is what he was trying to do. For what? For second place? To do what? He wasn't going to transfer, though. He wasn't going to transfer through with that. It's freaking retarded, man." That's exactly what he said. So stupid. I don't understand these guys. I should beat the shit out of them right now is what I should do. So because he said it's freaking retarded, he's got to go through sensitive training. He didn't call anybody a retard.
No.
He said he just said the idea of it is retarded. So
People
now he's got to
don't know
go
the
through
difference
sensitive
between
training. Yeah.
the
As a
verb
person
and the
who,
noun. Or
as
the
a person
verb and
who-
the
What'd you,
adjective.
hold on. What'd you say, Tim?
What, Tim?
I said people don't know the difference between the verb, the adjective, and the noun version of the word.
Right. Which, I mean, I get it. You shouldn't say it any more than, the M word.
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't say it, but
You
I mean,
shouldn't say
there's no
it.
need to, go through sensitivity training.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? You think he's going to take it serious?
No.
Think anybody that does that stuff takes that seriously?
Well, that's
You
the
think
thing.
they're gonna change their ways? They're just gonna they're just gonna be more careful of what they say in public. That's the only thing that's gonna happen.
I raised a child with Down syndrome. My ex-wife's oldest son has Down syndrome. And I talked to him today. So I talk to him all the time. So when you're around people with disabilities all the time, you're kind of sensitive to stuff like that. You don't want to hear anybody say, "You're a retard," or "You're
I mean,
retarded."
my nephew I live with is autistic, but I mean, I still, on occasion, let retarded slip. But that doesn't mean that I hate my nephew. I love him.
Well, this is the stupid thing. Like, why are we getting all bent out of shape? Why are we worrying about that? Why are people losing sleep and mad because he's sick? People, you know what? People are going to say stuff. You can't let it. Pick your battles. You know what I mean? You can't let that bother you. Like I said, I raised a child with a disability. If somebody said, "Well, that's just retarded," I'm just like, well, that's what he uses. Oh, well, I can't. You can't control what people say. Like you said, he's just not going to say it in public.
Yeah, he's just not gonna say it in public.
That's exactly right. He's not going to. But to make him go through sensitivity training, just.
I would
And
sleep for that.
let's be serious. Like, when we're pissed off, when we're really mad, we say things we don't mean. We let words slip that we don't mean to. I mean, I've said some pretty terrible things to my sister when we're in an argument. That doesn't mean I love her any less. I would take a bullet for her, but I could also strangle her. But I love her.
Whatever happened to the whole...
There's no tolerance.
Yeah. The people that are supposedly the most tolerant... we're getting too political. I'm getting too...
But I have a problem with this because even
The
though...
people who are the most tolerant and the most intolerant people.
Yes, and this it bothers me. And like I said, I'm not even a NASCAR guy, but I'm gonna come to this guy's defense because he didn't. To me, I didn't see anything offensive about it. He said something he probably shouldn't have said, And he apologized, but to make the guy go through sensitivities training is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
When did NASCAR become such a... NASCAR is legitimately a dying sport, I think.
A requirement to be a NASCAR driver is to be poor and
I'm not driving NASCAR driver. I'm poor and stupid like Kenny.
What was he? He was drinking like Vagisil or something?
Yeah, he's in Vagisil as Chew.
That was the beauty of Ricky Bobby. Was that
make a left turn.
That was the beauty of Ricky Bobby, was it made fun of NASCAR and nobody got it. I mean, they totally trashed your sport, and like it's like they didn't get it. They didn't get the joke. They're like, well, I mean, I don't. You know, be more tolerant. Pick your battles a little better. Let's not worry about what he said. Just say, hey, take him into a meeting and say, hey, you can't say that. Or you can't say that in a press conference. Say what you want, but maybe come out, make an apology, and that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
I hope in like 70 years, like from 2020 to 2030 is known as like the cancel culture years. And they look back on it like, how ridiculous were people?
Well, I mean, it's getting to the point now where you could go, dude, why are you so stupid? That's offensive.
That's offensive to people with low IQ.
That's offensive.
We got an email at work at the hospital about not because, as you know, we get patients that we see all the time. Like they come in once a week, twice a week for like whatever, whether they're drunk or just have any issue. They're in frequently, so they want us to stop saying like, oh hey, here's so and so again, or oh hey, like look who's here again. Like we had to go through like a little like online checklist of like a multiple choice question. If so and so shows up, what do you say? Blah blah blah. And it's like the 5 most ridiculous questions ever. Like we're still gonna say, like, oh hey, John Doe is here again. What a surprise! We're still gonna say that.
Oh hey, here comes Chris again.
It's not like we're not gonna change who we are. We're just not gonna say that around people of importance.
And even the important people probably say the same thing too.
So when I used to work with this guy. It was him and his brother, and he was a manager. And he was from Venezuela, right? So I learned all the dirty Spanish words, right?
Of course, like everybody else, we learn the dirty words first.
Come in here. You know, who just for? And he would like say, "Hey, get in here. Like, come into my office. Puta, come here." I heard that, and then there was maricon, which is homosexual. I heard that one quite a bit. I mean, this was in the office where we worked. I knew what these words meant because they told me, but I never got upset or offended about it. We probably all would have lost our jobs had they heard everything. If we were being recorded by a camera, all of us would have lost our jobs. I'm sure.
I just remember this one time when I was working at the liquor store. Someone got pissed at me. Kind of the same situation as you, Tim. And there was like I saw the guy the day before, and he came in the next day, and I said, "Hey, you're back already." He comes in every day, so I just thought, "Hey, we have a rapport." I'm gonna say, "Hey, you're back already," type of thing. Oh, he got so pissed at me. I didn't know he was actually pissed at me.
He got mad at you because you called him out.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but if you don't want people to think you're a drunk, don't be a drunk. I mean, a cat doesn't get mad because you call it a cat.
Yeah.
Call it pussy.
That's just my opinion, but...
He's silent for like 10 minutes, and then just BAM! Call it a pussy!
So on a different note, change the subject, since I have no cable or internet, I've been playing my Switch more. And I bought a few games on my Switch a while ago that I never played. I tend to just buy games on the Switch and never play them.
They have some good deals sometimes.
It's Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, 2, and 3. I bought like a trilogy.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 games in one. I've been going through the first game the last couple of days. It's a pretty good fighting game with like a little side RPG-esque thing. The second game, I like looked up. It's pretty much the same game, but introduces like better features, and then the same thing with the third game. And then I actually just bought a controller, which I go on the GameStop website, find this Zelda wireless controller for the Switch, bought it, and it was like, 2 to 4 days delivery, or you could get it delivered today if you order in the next 2 hours or something. And I was like, oh well, let me order it. I woke up at like maybe 3:30, so I probably ordered it at like 4:15. The controller got dropped off by DoorDash at about like 6:30.
That's awesome.
DoorDash.
Don't they do food?
Dude,
No, they
that's
go
what
to
I was,
they go to
I
like
was like,
Walgreens
your
and stuff,
DoorDash delivery is here. And I was like, DoorDash delivery? I went outside and the person handed me the controller. It wasn't like in a box or anything like that. It was like literally like they took it from, because it was available in like a couple cities over. So they just had to drive like, probably like 15 miles down the highway or something. But it literally looks like they just like took it off of the shelf, gave it to the DoorDash person, and then drove it to my house. Because I also don't have a vehicle currently, so I couldn't go out and get it.
Yeah, it does sound kind of sketchy.
Yeah, how do we know he just didn't like walk in there and put it in his pocket? He probably got like 6 of them.
But I was like, oh hell, 2 hours and I got a nice new controller.
They're spying on
I
you.
bought it. I just bought it because the left joystick is kind of drifty.
That's sad. Sorry you have a drifty joystick, Tim.
Yeah.
Chris, you had a pretty good shower thought on your Facebook
I
page.
do have a great shower thought. Tim, maybe you can answer this question. Are we doing a shower thought now?
Yeah, shower thought.
So the shower thought is, do Spanish people play Uno or do they play one? I want to know. That's my shower thought.
They play Uno.
I would say they play Uno because it's the name of the game.
How
Like
do I know that?
you wouldn't change the name of a game from English to Spanish just because you're playing it in.
Are you sure?
I'm trying to think of like a game that's not a proper noun that would have a translation.
Well, I don't know. No, that's what I'm asking.
Like, would you play Operation in Spain, or would you play like Operation whatever it is in Spanish? I don't know the word Operation.
Different.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's probably that.
I could be right. I feel like there's like a 50-50 chance I'm right.
No, it's still called Uno in other countries and Spanish-speaking
So
countries.
do they yell one when they get to Uno?
No, because they yell Uno, because it'd be the name. That's what you would say.
But I'm just asking because, everything else it's not draw quattro, it's draw four. It's not draw dos, it's draw two.
If anything, we should be calling.
Like, does it say? What do the cards say though? Do the cards say like draw dos on them?
No, they say draw two.
Would they still say draw two?
But in the Spanish version, it would say draw dos. Draw.
It might say el dralo doso.
El draw tuo.
They don't say draw two. They probably say, whatever draw is. What's draw in Spanish?
I can't believe it's 10-14 in the Giants-Chiefs game.
Draw in Spanish.
I just looked at the
is
time
draw.
and I panicked. I was like, is it really 10:14?
Draw. So it's draw. So they probably say draw quattro when they get a draw four card, and then they laugh. But I'm telling you, they probably say
Well, let's
one.
be serious. Only one person laughs because the person drawing four is not laughing.
Yeah, it's just the guy who
Sometimes
throws
you
it.
are. Sometimes you are because it's such a stupid situation.
I hate that game. I hate freaking Uno.
Uno's only fun when you're playing with a good group of people and you're drinking.
I don't know. You've got to play with stupid people too, so you can win. That's why I like playing it. Except I like playing trivia games. Except nobody wants to play trivia games with me because I smoke them all the time.
I mean, it depends on the trivia, though.
Yeah.
Because I think if it was a little bit more science than it was movie history, I might smoke your ass.
If it was history knowledge.
Like that ESPN.
We all have our own fortes.
If it was about haunted dildos or haunted...
haunted houses with dildos in it.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a Mikey question.
Got him.
Mikey, real quick, how long was the dildo? And no, you're live. We need the answer right now. In the movie, it was up against the wall. Remember? I know you remember. You were staring at it the whole time.
My pupils got large.
You're the South Park guy. Have you seen Orgasmo, Tim?
No, I don't know.
You've never seen Orgasmo.
It's not a.
It's from South Park. It's Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They made a movie. It's about.
Oh no, I've never.
Dude, you gotta see it. So Trey Parker plays this character, right? And he's a Mormon, and he's going door to door in California. And he's engaged with this woman, and she wants to get married in the Mormon Tabernacle. And that costs like $20,000, and he don't know how he's gonna do it. And so while he's going door to door in California, he comes across this porno set, and he ends up kicking kicking ass like the bodyguards and stuff. And the director likes him so much he wants to put him in the movie, which is Orgasmo, which is a superhero. Which he has an orgasmo ray, and when you shoot the orgasmo ray, it makes people have an orgasm. That's how he does it. And his sidekick is Chota Boy, and he's got a dildo on top of his head. So it's Orgasmo and Chota Boy. And Chota Boy is the short guy from Basketball. Remember the little guy, Dean Bacard?
Yeah.
He's Chota Boy, except he won't do any nude scenes. In the porn movie, he's like, I can't do any nude scenes, but they'll pay him because he kicks ass, right? So every time they get ready to be a sex scene, they'll go stunt cock, then bring out stunt cock. And Matt Stone's like he's like a guy that works on the movie set, you know. It's kind of like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Boogie Nights. He's like that creepy dude. So you gotta watch it. It's awesome. It's called Orgasmo. I don't think it ever got released because it was NC-17 because of the content. But really, it's not. It's tame by today's standards. But I highly recommend it. Orgasmo. Rent it. Watch it. Laugh. Enjoy it. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's 1990, so I see it. I was spelling it wrong.
Is it streamed anywhere?
I doubt it.
I mean, we could watch it on our Fire Sticks.
I can watch it. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
Watching Orgasmo on your Fire Stick?
Yep. It's on Stars right now. So, yeah, we'll have to watch it. It's a great movie. Oh, it's got Chasey Lane in it. Yeah, all right.
No
You ever heard
idea.
that song? Dear Chasey Lane, I want to explain. I want to eat your ass.
Never heard of
Never? It's the Bloodhound Gang.
it. God, it sounds like a winning song. Actually,
Yeah.
I need to
It's a
look
great song. Anything by the Bloodhound Gang is good.
up. Anyways, you can watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, TuneIn, iTunes, and
Amazon.
Amazon.
Dear Chasey Lane.
No, I was trying to think. There's something I wanted to say, but go watch Bo on Twitch, the F and Boski. He's a Twitch affiliate now, so he can make money, but he hasn't streamed in a while.
Affiliate now.
I love
Anyways, if you don't know who your nerds are, that's us. Bye.